A man in uniform stands in the center of Joint Street. Crowds of businessmen rush past, yet he pays them no mind. His eyes scan every face with purpose until he suddenly freezes. Among the sea of strangers, he spots someone familiar. At last, the hunt has brought him here. This is to live through dead. The story turns back 15 years. On Tongda Island, corruption dominates daily life. Two policemen patrol the district, but the gangs hold the true power. Inside a modest plastic surgery clinic, Dr. Zhao operates on his nephew, Chen, who seeks a new identity to escape the gangsters pursuing him. Once known as a ruthless street fighter, Chen had been forced by the Tongda Mafia to steal gold while they held his wife and daughter hostage. Though he pulled off the heist, they killed his family anyway. From that moment, he swore revenge and vanished with the stolen gold. Now, inside Zhao's clinic, the operation is brutal. With no anesthesia, Zhao reshapes Chen's face with knives and needles, while Chen endures the agony. Just as the procedure nears its end, Kong Yu, Tongda's mafia boss, storms into the room. Despite being wrapped in bandages, Chen seizes a weapon, knocks out a gunman, and fights with lethal precision in the cramped space. Zhao joins the struggle, stabbing an attacker to give his nephew an opening. Chen delivers heavy blows, leaving bodies scattered on the floor. But then Kong Yu hurls a grenade. The explosion rips through the clinic, collapsing the walls. Zhao shields his nephew and is killed in the blast, while Chen survives with a wounded leg. That same night, Chen disappears once again, taking the stolen gold with him. 15 years pass. Chen now lives quietly as a cook in a small restaurant. He has never spent the gold, convinced that his revenge is complete as long as Kong Yu never claims it. While Chen works in the kitchen, the owner, Mina, tends to the customers. She notices a man slip something into a woman's drink and quickly confronts him. The situation escalates until Chen steps in, drives the man out, and restores order. At that very moment, a policeman named San arrives. Instead of helping, the officer sides with the culprit, discards the evidence, and lets him go free. Chen's anger simmers, but he remains silent, knowing the Tongda police serve criminals more than citizens. Meanwhile, Mina's daughter, Xiao Di, walks home from school. A group of children surrounds her, mocking her for reporting one of them earlier. Using the self-defense skills Chen has taught her, she strikes back, forcing them to retreat. Not far away, Chen watches from behind a tree. A quiet pride spreads across his face. When Xiao Di notices him, her smile shines with joy. To her, he is not just a guardian, but the father she has always wanted. Later that night, Chen delivered food to a nightclub in Tongda. Inside, he spotted Officer Chen drinking with drug dealers, laughing as if they were old friends. Chen said nothing, dropped off the food, and quietly left. At the club, Chen sat with a hostess on his lap while the dealers gathered at a nearby table. One of them answered a phone call, and his expression hardened. The truth was out. Chen was not corrupt at all. He was gathering evidence against them. Without warning, the dealer lunged at him with an ashtray. Chen pushed the hostess aside and leapt to his feet. Out on the street, fists and knives came at him from every direction, but Chen fought with skill and resolve. He absorbed blows, countered with sharp strikes, and disarmed attackers with ruthless precision. When one tried to flee, he hurled a pistol at his head, knocking him out cold on the pavement. Once the fight was under control, Chen called in his unit to make arrests. On the way back to the station, he quietly admitted to a fellow officer that someone inside the force had leaked his identity, nearly destroying the mission. Meanwhile, Chen and Mina celebrated Xiao Di's birthday. When asked her wish, Xiao Di smiled and said she wanted Chen to marry her mother, so he could truly be her father. Mina blushed, while Chen simply smiled, keeping his feelings to himself. The evening ended abruptly when heavy knocks struck the restaurant door. A woman stood outside, bruised and shaken, her clothes torn. Her name was Xiao Mei, and she had just escaped from gangsters. Mina rushed to bring her inside, while Chen prepared food for her. As she ate, Xiao Mei revealed her story. She had been lured online with the promise of a good job, only to be trapped in a trafficking ring. She barely escaped being sold. Chen warned Mina not to shelter her, fearing the gang would come looking, but Mina refused. She remembered her own past, when she had been deceived and nearly sold herself. At her lowest point, She had considered ending her life until Chen found her on a rooftop and saved her. Since then, she had trusted him as her protector. With tears in her eyes, she begged Chen to let Xiaomei stay. Moved by her words, Chen agreed and promised to defend her if the gang returned. The next day, the danger arrived. A ruthless woman named Di Zhang led a group of gangsters to Mina's home. They stormed inside and seized Xiaomei while she slept beside Xiao Di. With Chen away, no one could resist. The gangsters dragged both girls out, planning to sell them overseas. Mina tried to stop them, but she was struck down and thrown against a table, left bleeding and unconscious as her daughter was forced into a waiting car. At that moment, Chen returned on his motorcycle. He saw the kidnapping and gave chase, but his injured leg slowed him. He could only watch in fury as the car disappeared with Xiaomei and Xiao Di. Desperate, Chen and Mina rushed to the police station. But the officer on duty dismissed them, saying other cases were more important. Mina broke down, screaming at the police for treating her daughter's life as worthless. Chen remained silent, swallowing his anger, knowing once again that the law had failed them. Soon after, Chen entered the station and was stunned to see Mina's report. Among the documents was a photo of Xiaomei, the same woman he had seen at the nightclub. Determined to act, Chen questioned a recently arrested dealer, pressing him until he revealed the kidnappers' identities. The truth was clear. They were members of Kong Yu's gang. Without hesitation, Chen urged his commander, Hak In, to take on the case, knowing that Kong Yu was the most powerful crime lord on Tongda Island. Hak In listened carefully, impressed by Kan's resolve that reminded him of his late father, a respected officer and his closest friend. He promised to guide and protect Sanaz he carried on his father's legacy. Soon after, they visited the grave together. Standing before the headstone, Chen recalled the day he had watched his father die as a boy, caught in a clash involving Lao Chun and Kong Yu's gang. Ever since, he had blamed Chun and carried a vow of revenge. Hakin reminded him that as officers, their duty was to the law, not personal vengeance. While this unfolded, Lao Chun and Mina began their own search for clues. With help from shop owners who shared CCTV footage, Chen traced the kidnappers to an abandoned building on the edge of Tongda, a place long known as a gangster hideout. Inside, Xiao Mei and Xiao Di were held along with other women waiting to be sold. The following day, Chen slipped into the hideout by hiding inside a vegetable truck. At the same time, Chen arrived separately, secretly recording evidence as Kong Yu's men abused women and sold them to buyers. During his search, Chen discovered Xiao Mei in a locked room. He assured her he would return after finding Xiao Di and the others. In another part of the building, Chen tricked a guard and found a room full of captive women. Among them, he spotted a piece of candy that belonged to Xiao Di. His relief quickly turned to horror when he noticed scars across the women's stomachs, evidence that the gangsters had removed their wombs to exploit them without risk of pregnancy. As Chen processed what he saw, Chen suddenly entered. Mistaking him for a corrupt cop, Chen attacked. The two fought fiercely until Chen managed to explain that he was searching for Xiao Mei and Xiao Di. Realizing they shared the same goal, Chen stopped and agreed to work alongside him. Their alliance was short-lived. Kong Yu's men discovered them and swarmed the hideout. Though they fought hard, they were badly outnumbered. Chen radioed his partner to prepare a car at the entrance and urged Chen to escape with him. As they moved, Chen noticed Chen's limp and was struck by a memory of the man he believed had killed his father years earlier. Yet Chen's altered face left him uncertain. After escaping, Chen returned to headquarters with the evidence. To his shock, Hak In ordered him to drop the case. Chen protested, insisting they had enough to arrest Kong Yu. But Hak In admitted he could not risk losing Sanaz he had once lost his father. Meanwhile, Kong Yu relaxed at home, painting on the bodies of women. His niece, Di Zhang, arrived to report the failed operation. Reviewing CCTV footage, Kong Yu recognized Lao Chen's fighting style. He realized Chen was the one who had stolen his gold 15 years earlier. He also revealed to Di Zhang that Chen had killed her father, once a feared gangster. Enraged, she swore revenge. Elsewhere, Chen continued to wrestle with doubt. He dug up underground boxing recordings from 15 years earlier and studied them closely. The stance, the punches, and the limp all matched Lao Chen. He became convinced Chen was the same man, though he still needed proof of his father's death before taking action. The next day, Lao Chen returned to Na's restaurant, still recovering from his injuries. But Di Zhang and her men were already waiting. They stormed in and seized Na as a hostage, leaving Chen unable to act without endangering her. At that moment, Sam burst in and opened fire, triggering a violent shootout. He cut down Di Zhang's men, but she managed to escape. When the gunfire ceased, tragedy struck. Na collapsed with a bullet wound to her stomach. With her final breath, she begged Chen to save Xiao Di and raise her to be a good woman. Grief consumed Chen. When San tried to arrest him for his past crimes, Chen lashed out. Overpowering him, he cuffed the officer and swore over Na's body that he would save Xiao Di, the daughter he now accepted as his own. With that vow, Chen set out once more, determined to keep his promise. But San soon broke free and rushed his car. He called Hak In to report Chen's escape. Yet when he mentioned Chen's name, Hak In grew evasive and claimed he was in a meeting. Suspicion began to grow. Tracing his commander's location, San discovered Hak In was at a library. Quietly, he followed and saw him meeting with Di Zhang. Their low conversation revealed the truth. Hak In had been working with the gang all along to protect his own position. Di Zhang pressed him to stop San before he interfered again. Furious, San confronted Hak In. His commander denied betrayal, insisting he was only pretending to cooperate with the gang until the right time to strike. He urged San to be patient and not interfere with Kong Yu, but doubt lingered in Kan's mind. Meanwhile, Di Zhang sent a video to Lao Chen, threatening to kill Xiao Di unless he surrendered all of Kong Yu's gold. With no choice, Chen began training once more, preparing for a final confrontation. At the gang stronghold, Chen handed over half the gold and promised to reveal the rest if Xiao Di was released. Kong Yu refused, ordering his men to capture Chen and cutting Xiao Di's foot with broken glass to break his spirit. Surrounded and furious, Chen was forced to hold back. Di Zhang then stepped forward, determined to kill him for the death of her father. Chen swore he was innocent, but she refused to believe him. What she did not know was that Kong Yu had lied, using her anger to serve his own ends. Before she could strike, the doors burst open and a SWAT team stormed inside. Earlier, Chen had revealed the truth to Kan. 15 years ago, it was Kong Yu and his men who killed Kan's father, not him. Convinced, San will berate himself. Gunfire erupted as Kong Yu's guards opened fire. The SWAT team pressed forward with covering fire, flashbangs, and close-quarters combat through the hallways. Kong Yu ordered Di Zhang to stop San and Chen. San told Chen to rescue Xiao Di while he fought her alone. The two clashed fiercely, trading heavy blows. Di Zhang drew a hidden knife, but San disarmed her and struck her down, leaving her motionless. Meanwhile, Chen reached the rooftop where Xiao Di was being held. She lay alone while Kong Yu stood nearby, watching. Chen rushed to her side, only to realize the rooftop was rigged with explosives. With no time to spare, he shielded her and leapt from the edge as the building exploded behind them. They survived the fall, but Chen was badly injured. Kong Yu attacked, pressing a gun to Chen's head. At that moment, San arrived, shot Kong Yu in the shoulder, and engaged him in a brutal fight. Both men were wounded, but Kong Yu fought with ruthless strength. In desperation, Kong Yu seized Xiao Di and hurled her off the roof. San caught her just in time, while Chen pushed Kong Yu over the edge. Though injured, Kong Yu survived the fall and declared himself the true ruler of Tongda. He boasted that he had killed Di Zhang's father and had been allied with Hak In from the beginning. Enraged by the truth, Di Zhang turned on Kong Yu and stabbed him repeatedly. He struck her back, but before he could finish her, Chen smashed a rock against him and unleashed a final, furious assault. Kong Yu collapsed, and Chen at last avenged his family and Na. As Kong Yu lay dying, Hak In appeared. San handed him a pistol, expecting justice. Instead, Hak In executed Kong Yu and revealed his true motive. He admitted he had been after power all along and confessed that he had murdered Can's father years earlier. Shocked, San listened as his mentor exposed his betrayal. Hakin aimed his gun at him, but the chamber was empty. Otsano had the chance to kill him, yet he chose differently. He arrested Hakin and vowed to deliver him to justice. After the battle, San freed Xiao Mei and the other women trapped in shipping containers. They were taken to safety. Elsewhere, Xiao Di stayed beside Chen as he lay dying. With his last breath, Chen told her he had kept his promise to Mina, that he had protected her. In his final moments, memories of life with Mina and Xiao Di returned before death claimed him. When it was over, Tonda Island was free from the gangs. Otsan and Xiaomei began a new life together, raising Xiao Di. She grew up believing that somewhere, Lao Chan was still watching over her. So the moral of the story is, if you ever need a new face, a side hustle as a cook, or to save the day from a mafia boss with a love for body painting, just remember, family, revenge, and questionable police work will somehow get you there.